Film Feud, where two regular Joes like us go to the movies, pay our own money, and tell you what we think of it on a critical sense and also within the pop culture realm that we live in. So this week we had to do Ender's Game because it's an extremely controversial film.
This movie has been ripped from the pages of my life.
Oh, has it?
Essentially, it's a man or a boy, a male,
Yep.
a person, a human being, who the world depends upon. He's the only one that can save the entire world from imminent destruction. He's awesome. Everybody loves him. He's a leader. He has to save the day.
Right.
And I'm watching this, and you know they have at the end that all these characters were fictitious and none of them are based on actual people living or dead.
Right.
I'm going to sue.
You're going to sue?
Because the title character, Ender, that's me. Basically, he's a genius who has to save the world. Andrew Wright. Do you know what the original title of the movie was called?
Idiot's Delight?
Andrew's Game.
Andrew's Game. Thank you,
God, you're Andrew.
I'm Andrew.
You're Andrew.
I'm the one who the book was based upon. It's about a person who needs to save the world. You're looking at him, people.
Hey.
Well, basically, there was a 9/11 that kind of thing that happened with the aliens, and so they've trained the planet to be terrified of the aliens and their next explosion and their next attack. So they have to train these kids because only the kids can handle the technology, which I'm sure that somebody with your large brain capacity could handle.
I actually heard some.
I'm starting to see the parallels now. And so then you have Harrison Ford as his. So I'm sure you had a Harrison Ford type character, your little Obi-Wan, taking care of you, taking you through your things, eventually to Ben Kingsley. And, you know...
What did you think... All right, what did you think of Harrison Ford?
I thought he was fine.
Did you think it was a comeback? Because the last Indiana Jones, he should have been shot and buried.
No, it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I mean, I had the whole thing going because there was so much controversy about it because the guy that wrote the book was an extremely anti-gay, anti-anything homosexual type human being.
Would you say too?
I would say he doth protest too much,
Mm-hmm.
and so just leaving it there. He can work out his own thing. So I'd read about it, and one of the really fascinating things about pop culture is that somebody who was promoting the film decided to leak the gay stuff about 3 or 4 months ago.
What's the name of the author?
Of the author, his name is Orson Scott Card.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, they leaked it about 4 months ago, so that way there could be all the hoopla and everybody could get upset about it and go out and get upset and everything before the movie actually opened. So by the time the movie opened, everybody's like, cool, spaceships.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. For me, I don't judge somebody for their political point of views. I would prefer just to see their art, and I went and saw it. I was very hyper aware that this guy was was a homophobe, and I saw nothing of it bubbling up in the story whatsoever. I mean, the closest it came was maybe his boyfriend, his boy best friend was a girl best friend in the movie. I mean, that was the only thing I could see.
Or maybe if some point he had to been like, man, these aliens are just like gays. They just keep on coming at you.
Anyway,
a metaphor.
But I went in there with that in my mind. I ended up having a pretty good time, and by the end, I was really surprised the way it ended. So I enjoyed it. I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did.
Yeah, I would say it's the movie I've enjoyed the most this year since The Conjuring.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoyed The Conjuring. I've been waiting for it. Do you know what it was? It was thought-provoking. I thought it was interesting. It kind of confronts the issues of war,
mm-hmm.
whether or not it's better to absolutely annihilate an enemy or whether it's better to, I don't know, kick the shit out of them and then start a dialogue.
Be Americans.
Yeah, well, I did find it a very American kind of movie.
It's very much a shock and awe strategy that was going on there. But like I said, I thought it played well, and it wasn't too kiddie for the adults because it had some very adult themes in it as well. So
I think it would be a good if you have children.
Oh, there were kids in front of me, and they were like, I'm sure they went out and bought the lunchbox afterwards. They were all into it.
Every week we say how much money we think a movie is worth. Normally,
normally since it's a big special effects extravaganza, I would pay the full IMAX price. But since he is a homophobe, I went and bought it, just the regular one. So I paid $12.
But I would definitely say full price. This is a movie definitely worth seeing at the cinema. Perhaps not IMAX.
Well, go see it quick. It only made $27 million the first week, so it's not considered a hit, and there won't be a sequel. Really? I read that today, yes.
Oh, it looked like it was... I've been this disappointed since Mario Brothers, the movie.
And that's for a whole nother film feud. I'm DJ Dank. Find us at underthegoldengate.com. Thanks, everybody.